reach out to, make the fight. But we didn't know how serious it was. Me and Ryan, we just basically got on the phone. I told him everything I wanted. And yeah, no, I am a competitor. And, when I first started out boxing, when I took it serious and, I was like, this what I'm going to do. I wanted to be, I said, I'm going to be great in the sport. I'm going to be the best. I'm not in here to be, just a competitor. I'm not in here to be just one of the other guys. No, I want to be the best. I want to be the guy. So it hasn't, nothing has changed. So the world could just see me face it. But, I'm going to rise even higher than I was before.
Now that you're taking care of business, how does you and Devin Haney end? How does that fight go?
A knockout.
45 seconds left, kids. Stay sharp, baby.
Bro, I'm real, bro. I'm for real. And put anybody in there in front of me, I'm gonna say the same thing. I'm gonna stop them. Put your money on it.
Keyshawn Davis just scored a massive TKO victory over Jermaine Ortiz in his junior welterweight debut and immediately seized the moment to challenge Devin Haney, sending shockwaves through the boxing community with his bold call-out.
My question to you is, you called out Devin Haney. You talked the other day, and I told you what Mickey Bay said about Devin Haney and you fight. I talked with somebody that you might know from when you were younger, Coach Sean from Norfolk, Virginia. He told me, when it come to fighting, Keyshawn Davis is just a mean little dude. Like, you can come, you want to box and do all that. He love to fight. Now, I asked you this about Mickey when it came to Devin Haney. Now that you're taking care of business, how does you and Devin Haney end? How does that fight go?
A knockout.
Say less.
Devin Haney didn't stay silent for long, responding directly on social media with a straightforward message telling Keyshawn, let's do it, showing he's not backing down from the challenge and is open to making the fight happen. Davis fired right back with supreme confidence, claiming he'd knock out Haney if they stepped in the ring together and declaring himself ready for elite-level competition.
I was going to say, Devin said, let's do it. I know he's...
There were some legal complications, though the details remain unclear about what exactly transpired with the situation.
Turned himself in, but I believe he tweeted Keyshawn, let's do it.
He said that?
Yeah, but he tweeted something like that. Yeah.
Bill was in my DMs. We already was talking about it, honestly, before he even hit the media. So I know it's going to happen in 2026.
And you're good going straight to Devin in your first fight at 47?
If it make money, it makes sense.
Davis made it crystal clear he's not intimidated by big names, stating he'll face anyone put in front of him and promising to stop whoever stands across the ring as he actively pursues top fighters like Devin Haney, Lewis Crocker, and Dalton Smith to establish himself among boxing's elite.
You set your targets publicly on Devin Haney, #1 welterweight by ring, most estimations right now, champion. Why is that? Why Devin Haney? And you have half the amount of professional fights he has. Do you think that's something? There's enough in it for him when he's.
I was 6-0 fighting people with 30+ fights, bro.
I don't mean it from that. What I mean is
stopping him.
Why is he
stopping? No, I'm playing. I'm playing, bro. Nah, why Devin Haney, bro? Honestly, because he's a star. He's a superstar.
You asking that question. I felt like that's what it was. Go ahead.
Yeah, at the end of the day, I'm ready to fight anybody. So.
Davis took direct aim at Devin Haney's power, arguing that despite Haney's move up from 35 pounds, he still lacks genuine knockout ability and doesn't pack a real punch, confidently stating he'd be able to finish Haney since the former lightweight champion hasn't demonstrated true punching strength at higher weight classes.
We talking business right now, I will knock Devin out for sure. For sure.
You don't think he's hitting a little harder at 47 than he was at 35 and 40 growing into that weight? That's a no.
It looked like it.
It looked like it.
It looks
to
like
us,
it.
Keyshawn.
To me.
That's good.
Let's see how hard I hit January 31st.
I like it.
Do you think you're already a bright enough star that he'd be willing to take? Because, as a businessman, risk reward. You think you bring enough to the table that he'd want to take the fight? He would take the fight?
Hopefully, bro. I hope he would take the fight. In terms of answering your question, a bright enough star. He's already entertaining me on Twitter and social media and stuff like that. So I guess he sees some money potential in this fight right here. But what I would like to do is I would like to become champion, because that just speaks for itself. Once I come to champion with the table.
Davis claims Devin Haney has never given him proper respect dating back to their early careers, believing Haney consistently underestimated his abilities and never viewed him as a legitimate threat, even as Davis has steadily climbed toward facing elite opposition.
Because Cud never fuck with me.
On what tip?
Bro, it was like times where me, I was always around Shakur as an amateur and shit. So Shakur introduced me to Floyd, Devin Haney, all that type of shit. So there's a hell of times around Devin Haney, and we 24 fitness, playing basketball, regular shit before niggas became celebrities type shit, or just who we are today. And nigga never even looked me in my eyes. Nigga never showed me respect. Like Shakur always like, yo, this nigga Keyshawn, this, that, third. He be like, for real? That nigga still a kid. And like, he just never gave me my respect.
He sunned you.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, bitch ass nigga, you know goddamn well, nigga, now I'm here, nigga. And everything Shakur been saying, nigga, I lived up to it and then some. What you talking about? And he still, like, his father used to, it's crazy because my beginning of my professional career, his father used to be like, oh, shit, the businessman. Was you, like, dap me up.
My man.
And,
so you always was the businessman.
And Dad was keep his face forward and like, damn, I can't get no like, nigga, we African American. You can't show me no type of love. You're weird.
All right, well, how about this?
So you been the businessman.
Keyshawn Davis made a public appeal directly to Bill Haney, challenging him to help promote a fight between him and Devin, declaring his readiness to step up and warning that even if Bill won't make the fight happen, Davis will still defeat Devin in the ring, while demanding the respect he deserves.
Featherweight, but listen, you still got an opportunity when you go handle your business right here, because you know me and you are in the DM, correct? And you know you told me that you would look like an opportunity, and I believe you.
Not Jermaine. Now what we doing?
The same thing that we talked about we were gonna do in the DMs before you picked Jermaine.
2026, we doing it.
You promise?
You promise. You the promoter.
Well, I got you. Listen, in the DMs, I got your word on it.
Davis has clearly elevated his game, demonstrating enhanced power, discipline, and concentration by becoming the first fighter to stop Jermaine Ortiz, especially impressive considering Ortiz had previously gone the full distance with elite competitors like Vasily Lomachenko and Teofimo Lopez, proving Davis is rapidly ascending toward championship-level competition.
Keyshawn Davis returned to the ring, stopping Jermaine Ortiz, something that Teofimo Lopez, Lomachenko couldn't do against Jermaine Ortiz. Heck, they had tough battles with Ortiz. Keyshawn relatively was in control and made this look easy. All right, let's talk about the first half of this fight. It was a very awkward and ugly fight as Jermaine Ortiz was moving all around, kind of jittery. Something we anticipated Jermaine Ortiz would do. That's kind of how he fights, really awkward type. Keyshawn Davis was like, all right, cool. The jab was phenomenal for Keyshawn. Yes, the power punches through like the first half of the fight were even. The jab was way in favor of Keyshawn Davis. That's how he was able to keep Jermaine Ortiz at range. So when Ortiz tried to come in quickly, Keyshawn wasn't having any of it. Then the second half of the fight, really rounds 8 through 12, Jermaine Ortiz realized, I can't keep doing that. I'm going to have to just stand right in front of him and kind of box and try and land some shots. Because Ortiz did land some shots on Keyshawn, nothing of note. And then when he stood in front of him, man, Keyshawn picked him apart. The jab, the right hand, the left hand, hooks. I'm telling you, everything. Keyshawn Davis is back. In the 11th round, stops him with drops him with a body shot. Goes to the head, nice right hand. Then you can see on the replay, he looks down, sees Ortiz is covering with his hands up here, looks at the body, sees it wide open, left hand to the body, drops him. Ortiz has to take a knee. Then the 12th round, Ortiz has an awful left eye, swollen, basically shut. They're like, all right, last round, let's go ahead. Keyshawn, 15 seconds left, does what he needs to do, gets the stoppage. The TKO ref says, yeah, no, I can't do it anymore. I can't watch this. And Keyshawn Davis is back. Hey, he called out Devin Haney immediately after the fight. He wants to go up to 47. Already looked pretty big, looked strong at 40, but says, hey, I can go to 47.
Moving up to 140 pounds proved surprisingly natural for Davis, who felt stronger and more durable than he expected in the new division. He absorbed his opponent's shots without losing steam while maintaining steady energy throughout the contest, pacing himself intelligently as he gradually broke down Ortiz. Even in the later rounds, Davis kept his knockout goal front and center, combining patience with sustained power until he secured the decisive 12th round stoppage. Boxing experts universally praised his divisional debut performance, noting his excellent adaptation to the weight class and championship caliber composure under pressure.
I ain't gonna lie, bro could punch a little bit. I was surprised. I'm like, damn, okay. But yeah, man, I just felt like, I feel like he had a lot of respect for me in the ring. I feel like I was already getting to him in the weigh-ins and press conference. I don't know. I think I just always get to my opponents before I fight. It's just, I don't know. I don't know what it is. But I just be being myself, for real. And he was showing me a lot of respect in there in the ring. But also, as the fight just kept going on, we both got comfortable with each other, like, all right, bet. So I did fear him actually trying to win, for sure. But, like, after a while, as I kept punching him and as my strength and energy was not going down, he was just in there. So then after like 6 rounds, I'm like, all right, I got 6 more rounds to go. I'm really about to try to stop you now. You know what I'm saying? Even in the 12th round, I'm like, I'm about to stop you. Like it never left my head. Like, I'm about to stop you. Like, every round, I'm about to stop you. I don't know when it's going to happen.
The road to this victory wasn't easy for Davis, who opened up about the emotional roller coaster and personal battles he endured between fights. He admitted to sleepless nights, questioning his desire to continue boxing, revealing the mental warfare he had to win before stepping back in the ring. Delivering on his promise to fans with a knockout in his 40-pound debut against Ortiz, Davis felt overwhelmed with gratitude, performing before 20,000 spectators, calling it a career-defining moment that proved perseverance and faith can transform struggles into triumph.
Getting a knockout win in his debut at 140 to cement his status as a top player in the division. And I'm going to turn it over to Keyshawn.
Well, first things first, all glory to God. Jesus Christ for giving me this win. It's been a long time coming, man. From my last fight all the way to tonight, man. There was a lot of twists and turns and up and downs and nights where I just didn't even want to do this anymore. And y'all don't know that half of like how I even got here tonight just to perform. And how I got that knockout is crazy because I always dreamed to get like a 12-round knockout, like 12 round. Like, that was always my dream. So like, to do it in an opponent like Jermaine Ortiz on my return in front of 20,000 fans, that's God, bro. That's God. I feel like he turned my whole career around. And now it's just continue to just keep trusting in him, that he's going to do even bigger things for me. And I'm here, man. I'm back and I'm better, just like I promised y'all. Also, I promised y'all a knockout and I got y'all that.
Davis hasn't held back his opinions about a potential showdown with Devin Haney, boldly declaring across social media and interviews that Haney would be simple work for him. He dismisses Haney's punching power and claims nothing about Haney's style concerns him, suggesting he'd handle the former champion with ease based on his recent emphatic TKO performance, pointing to his track record of stopping previously unstopped opponents as evidence he'd do the same to Haney.
Well, Devin Haney.
I feel like me and Devin Haney will be it'll be an easy fight for me, bro. Like, super easy, bro. Like, and I know I would stop Devin Haney. I've been saying this, bro, before the Ryan fight, bro. He just don't got nothing for me. He got nothing for me. Like, you don't got no power. You got nothing for me to worry about. Like, what are you gonna do to stop me?
Got you.
And what I got coming with, you know what I'm saying? I feel like he don't got nothing to even stop me. His defense is not that good. I feel like I got better defense than him. I know he fought better opponents than me, so you know what I'm saying? So I gave him the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah, for sure.
But I just feel like I got better defense than him.
His resume tough.
No, it is.
His resume tough.
But you gotta realize he fought a lot of guys that was smaller than him too, bro. A lot of these guys were smaller than him, and he was saying it in the weigh-ins. You're too small. You know what I mean? So he
Taking aim at Haney's character, Davis harshly criticized him for pursuing legal action regarding the controversial Ryan Garcia fight, calling Haney weak for using courts instead of settling matters in the ring like a true competitor. Davis questioned Haney's integrity, arguing that real fighters accept defeats gracefully and move forward, while also labeling Haney a sheltered fighter who hasn't faced genuine hardship despite his unbeaten record.
Seeing Devin Haney doing all of this with a person that had 0.1 ostriching, and we all seen that Ryan Garcia was still in there getting tired. It's like, bro, I'm sorry, there's no other word to put it. Excuse my language. That's how I feel. You're soft. You do not take your L's. You a person that been given everything all your life. Daddy's boy, making sure you been straight all your life. And now you took your first loss. I feel like you don't.
Haney pushed back against criticism of his durability and toughness, pointing to his performance against Ryan Garcia, where he was dropped 3 times, but got up each time to continue fighting. He emphasized that his ability to rise from knockdowns and battle back demonstrates the heart and chin that doubters refuse to acknowledge, stressing that facing and overcoming adversity is essential for developing into a truly great fighter.
People can say, oh, he don't have a chin. No, when you get hit and you get up, that's what's showing you have a chin. Being able to get hit and get right back to it.
Did you ever recover from that getting hurt the first time? In the very first round?
I feel like I recovered because I wasn't that hurt. It was more like a surprise.
Like shock you.
Yeah, exactly. So I feel like I recovered.
What is Bill telling you throughout the course of the fight? What did he have? What type of urgency did he have? What was he saying?
Like I said, I don't want to speak on that too much for various reasons, but yeah.
Are y'all still taking legal action over what he did? Are y'all still thinking about it?
Former 2-division champion and respected analyst Andre Ward has consistently praised Devin Haney's dedication, skill, and potential, offering endorsements that carry serious weight in boxing circles. Ward highlights Haney's unwavering focus, serious training approach, and full-time commitment to the sport as qualities that make him extremely difficult to beat, especially as a young champion still developing his abilities. Ward's support extends beyond surface compliments, as he's defended Haney's controversial performances like the closed Lomachenko fight and urged critics to evaluate tight contests more fairly, showing that many boxing insiders consider Haney among the sport's top talent.
I think Bill Haney has done a masterful job with how he's moved his son. And Devin Haney is the truth. He's got skill. He's probably one of the most technically sound fighters in the game today. I think Haney has the advantage because similar to me and Kovalev, people think, oh, he's been at the weight class longer, so he's bigger. It's like, nah, he might be bigger. Doesn't mean he's stronger. And he's sucking himself down to get to 140. That shows up after that 6th or 7th round. The guy coming up, if he knows how to box and he knows his way around that ring, he ultimately has the advantage because I don't have to look like a skeleton on that scales.
The big question remains whether Davis could actually defeat Haney in a real fight, or if this is just promotional hype that won't lead to an actual bout. So let us know what you think in the comments below.